Hi and welcome to the channel. This is my 1996 Volkswagen Passat Syncro. So it's the four-wheel drive version. I've owned this, or actually I bought it back in 2019. It was my daily driver for a while, actually for many years. Driven lots and lots of it with it. And right now it's on the winter wheels. Summer wheels was on Honda. I had the 17 inches, and this is the original 14-inch. And this is maybe, as you can see, a little bit lower because I have this KV coilovers, the V1, probably almost worth more than the car itself. And it's actually illegal in this height, and I think it's nice to have it a little bit lower, but then you can't drive it. But as of right now, it's been sitting for a few years, 2-3 years I would say. So I haven't given it that much attention, and the love it needs. You can see the Passat Syncro, and this is the 2-liter version, not the GT, but the normal 2-liter, like in the MK3 Golf, this 8-valve GTI. So this is the 8-valve, the single cam, and this is also then the Court version. So this is the cheap one, not the family, not some other. So this has just a basic interior, and as of right now there's quite some mold here, as you can see, as a yuck. So it's been sitting outside for at least the last 2 years. It was in the garage before that. So this has to be fixed, some proper thorough cleaning. It's everywhere, and it's nasty, it smells. And see the hatch open up, just push in the light. That's a bit cool, I think. And now it's, I mentioned it's been sitting, so these stickers are falling off from stuff, and blankets and stuff, but and spider webs are too, cobwebs. Yeah. But it's quite spacious. I think people complain about the space in the trunk for being a little bit small, but then again you have better space for there's some water, better space for the passengers in the rear, something I actually didn't mention when I first was in there. But you can see some more mold on this side, but it's a lot of room, leg room here. I'm actually sitting behind myself too. Not that tall, I'm around 168, 170, so this is really good space. It was I think it was with the Mercedes S-Class that had about the same space for the feet in the rear. And compared to the rest of the cars, this was almost the most spacious one. And the front also has some mold. I see it's a little bit wet down there, so I'm suspecting that it's coming in from maybe somewhere up here. And this is the 5-speed. And excuse the mess a little bit. As I mentioned, it's been sitting for a while, so it doesn't have any glove box here. It only has this little room there. No climate, only these normal controls. Should be some heated seats somewhere, I think. I haven't actually been in this car for a long time now, so not up to date and everything. And change out the speakers here. These are a little bit better than the original. Had some issues with the fuses too, so kick panel here, or this panel is off. And kind of like the cluster, the green lights in there. Only thing is, from time to time, occasionally if you drive it, the lights just stops working. It's just getting pitch dark there. So the only thing you can see is when you turn on and off the high beams, then you can see this indicator in there, but or else it's just dark. You can't see how fast you're going, you can't see how much fuel you have left or anything, and that's a bit annoying. And then suddenly when you drive, you can doop, and it's like magic, and it just comes back on again. So, and I have some compartment empty, a bit broken too, I think, here, and you can actually lock it with the key there. And there you actually have some cup holders. Doesn't work properly right now. and some ashtray. Holy shit, this mold is really bad. Shouldn't be here too long, I guess. So maybe I'm gonna have a video on it too later, with this mold and stuff, so with help from my brother, so. But we'll see. Some ashtray there, I think. It just steps out like there and goes slowly open. And I've had a few issues with this car over the years. Some of them being leaks, actually a lot of leaks. And it's been some are still here, so I'm gonna just see if I can open it. One hand is not always that easy. There it is. And then you have this support as well. There. Okay, so as I mentioned, then this is the 2-liter single cam, the 8-valve, and it should be same or almost the same as the 8-valve GTI from the MK3 Golf I mentioned. So this Passat GT of the same body also, it has the same block as this one. Same block, but it's different heads, a different head, and it's also got the 16-valve instead of the 8-valve, and you have some different going on there with the ignition stuff. So, but the leaks, I had one, or actually I have one coolant leak back there on this flange over there. I have changed it, but it's a little bit hard to get to. It doesn't seem hard to get to, but actually it is. So it's still leaking. It's been leaking a little bit from down there, and of course you can see a little bit seeping from this valve cover gasket. It's cracking up here, this hose. This has been off as well. This I actually had to change because stupid me didn't remember to check this timing belt. So it actually jumped over one tooth, and I didn't know that, so I didn't even think about it, because I'm usually changing head gaskets on the cars, because when I buy them they are bad usually. So then I was trying to crank it, and then it got a big hole there. So that's how it goes. Yeah. Or else it's just been normal maintenance, a little bit changing oil, like the belts down there, and yeah, not so many leaks. Actually I had this what's the name again, this oil filter, and you have this on top of the oil filter you have this at least this here, there's some big gasket there. It's just like going out like fast. So every time you started it, it just like empty really fast. And some actually use the gasket from the oil filter itself just to put on top there, not the oil filter, but this bigger one. I don't remember the name of it, but so this has been changed. Same with this oil sensor, also been changed. This also just started to just leak a lot, and coolant still leaking. It's below minimum, so I have to top it up, but I don't drive it that much right now. Soon, when it's getting darker, I can see the angel eyes on it as well. Aftermarket, of course. I'm not that big fan of BMW or BMW, how you pronounce it, but I like the angel eyes look. And these also are reflectors. I would like to have these American ones where you actually have a blinker light in there, but they seem hard to get, hard to find. Also have fog lights, and normally this car would have the this reflector plates. So you had the option. Actually, my switch inside have the fog light. You can pull it out, but it was these dummy lights in front. So I had to buy fog light and just plug it in, because everything was there, the cables, everything. And the blinker light is there. This is actually on the reflector. And then there's a hole, if I remember correctly, it should be here. Yeah, I have patched it a little bit just right now, just so water doesn't get in there. I don't know if you can see it now, but and I've also rusted this car many years ago, and then fixed a few holes as well, some in the floor, because these cars are prone to rust, and same in the rear. Some piece fell out here, so I have fixed it, patched it. Now it's actually getting worse here as well. This car was quite rusty. and yeah, there's like stuff here. It's rusting, and the door, round door handles like normal, and also I had a few issues, of course, with the infamous door handles on Volkswagens, a little bit earlier ones. So they have been changed many times over. And back in the day I had some big plans for this car. One thing I would like to do was put in actually the 5-cylinder from Audi. It's 2.2 turbo, and just make it go fast. But it was put on the shelf. Don't have money, time and space, and because this hood is sloping, but down it doesn't go like straight out there. As you can see on the angle, it's really like steep angle down, and if you have a 5-cylinder it should go a little bit more up there, you know. And so I've put it on ice a little bit, but I have this almost complete styling kit from CSR actually that I bought some years ago. I was planning to put it on. You see the CSR there. I bought this spoiler, front spoiler, front lid. Sure, what's the right way of putting it on right here now, but at least it goes here. You can see that it fits. That was on my list to do, but then it was got so many issues. So same way it goes with this. And this is the rear diffuser, basically, or lip, whatever you call it, cut out for the exhaust. Now I don't have that big of an exhaust here. There's a hole for the hook as well. Exhaust is under there. This just goes on the outside like this. It doesn't show that much now with the plastic on, but you have this. It's a little bit extra there, with the coilovers on it as well. It should be nice. And the last of it is this front clip. I don't have the side skirts because I don't know. I could buy them actually, but I don't know why I didn't buy the side skirts. So that would be just to get it properly. And this is going. See this edge that is sticking out there goes like on the sides, and you have some extra. So, and what I have been thinking of also is, should I mount it? Of course, have to prime it, paint it and stuff, but now the car is getting in worse and worse shape, so is there any point anymore? All this rust is like on the doors even here, and rust everywhere, all this mold inside, all these issues with it, and I don't know. I would like to tint the windows as well and make it actually wider. I was planning to either roll this lip here, make it a little bit wider, or put some fender extensions on, and different exhaust, of course. Now these catalytic converters are leaking as well, so it's a little bit of like free exhaust, or this so that's not nice. One other thing actually, while I'm here, I have this opening here. If I can, without breaking my finger, there, opening for the hook, or the tow hook place, not the tow hook I guess, but to attach it if you're getting stuck. So just behind there, but you have like the hole there, cut out hole there, and you have not a different. But same goes with the lights stuff. I kind of like this body style, so that's why one reason why I bought it as well. It's I like the design of this car, the B4 Passat. It's the same as the B3, same like the roof line with the windows, except the rest is just modernized a little bit. So even though this car is from 1996, 30 years old, it goes back to the B3 from 1988. So it starts to kind of show, I guess. It depends. You can get nice examples of this one too, but then again it should be preserved inside the garage and not driving in the winter. This I driven a lot in the winter with the salt and everything. So, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's like all this clear coat is coming off as well. Should be speakers in there too, but they are not there. And seats, as I mentioned, are just the normal Court edition. That's the thing with Volkswagen, it had so many patterns back in the day. Because I had this, for a short period I actually had the Golf MQ3, this movie edition. Still had the seats then and in the barn up there. And they have also this, their own design of the seats and formats with this green edge there, and steering wheel was this logo, Volkswagen logo, it was green. And I think the gear knob was also some little bit green on it, so that was it. So they aren't worth anything. The same goes for this, it's not worth anything. It's, if it would be the GT or the VR6, that would be wow. I would like to have that actually. Either the GT, this it was the ABF engine, the 2-liter as I just mentioned, or the VR6, of course with the Syncro, so that would be oh. But maybe later, maybe I should save the styling pieces for the, maybe in the future, maybe the future VR6 or the GT, I'm not sure. And use this as a spare parts car maybe. I don't know. I kind of like the green color as well. It's a shame actually I couldn't see it in its prime with 17-inch rims and all this other cool stuff. Okay, I'm gonna start it and take a quick round around here only, because there's one other issue actually I forgot to mention, is that the brake caliper on this side is stuck, so it's getting hot really fast. I haven't changed it yet because the brake lines are so rusted too, it's hard to get it off. I had to cut it off and make some new flares and such. And then it's also the handbrake in the rear is also stuck. I've been fixing it a little bit, like not smearing but greasing it up a little bit, making it easier to work, but then again it stops working. So but then I'm gonna start it and take some quick round with it. Okay, let's see if it will start. I don't think there's much fuel left either, so I'm just gonna take away the cables. Window wipers weren't the best either. The rubber on them are bad, and also I had some issues with the transmission. It's put it in first, sometimes it won't go. Then you're gonna put it in reverse, and it just still is in first. It doesn't pop into reverse. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can manage this turn here. See if it will go into the reverse. As I mentioned, this caliper is stuck a little bit, it's sticking, so take some. Woohoo! Still got some juice in it, some power. Still fun to drive though. I can't drive so much because then the brakes will get too hot. Wow! Holy shit, it's so fast too in one way. It's not that fast. The brakes are really bad. It's not that fast, but it's fun. Actually, it stopped now, I think. Or did it? Did it stop? No, it's still fun. It's just so silent, actually. Can't remember. It's like the Honda is so noisy, so it's like sounds like it's off. Okay, one last trip. 116 horsepower. 4-wheel drive. There it's stalled a little bit. Almost stalled. Yeah, no, it's nice to drive in one way. Of course, it's a bit kind of, how to say, it's cheap. If it is cheap. There, the camera fell off as well, of course. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna park it anyway. So then it's so fast that the camera is falling off. So much power. No, just joking. Anyway though, as you can see, I can get it the right way now. This was a little bit tricky. This is the warning light for the coolant, low coolant, and still I have the green lights there. Actually I forgot to even put on the lights there, the light switch. And this I can change color as well, to all the colors. I like it green though, but now it's been off for a while, so it's not changing so much colors, it's not saved. But yeah, I kind of miss this car actually, to drive it. It's a bit fun, as always with all my cars, I guess. It's a bit fun. But one thing actually, when you're sitting here, you can see the speaker is going like down that way, but on the other side it's tilted like that way. So it's like one on each side, and people actually, or meet people driving like towards you also. You can see like, huh? Why does he have like speakers up there? This is actually factory placement for it too. And then you can see that it's like angled both ways. But yeah, so four-wheel drive, yeah, I forgot to mention actually, it's this, is it a viscous or viscose coupling something, it's this clutch. So it's kind of, because the engine is like the inline, it's inline of course anyway, the inline 4, but transverse, I think it's called, transverse. It's like, it's not in the driving direction, but it's on the side. And on this A6 that I have, this old one, you have the like normal way, so then you have just this straight back there. But on this, because the engine is this way and transmission is on the side, then you need some coupling in between there that goes from the side and back there. So on this to this rear differential, this Thorsen diff, I think it is. And then it's normal driving, it's a front wheel drive. So it just, when the front wheel starts spinning, then the car notices it and it starts to engage the rear wheels. And sometimes you can stand there like spinning in the winter time if it's cold, and then had to release the gas. Sometimes, at least on this one, I think there's should probably be changed some oil and had some service on it. And then you release the gas, you push the gas again, then it engages the four-wheel drive. Before I didn't have any issues with that, then it just would take off in four-wheel drive. And as of right now also, it doesn't have four-wheel drive in the reverse. And that's a bit annoying. It was like driving in the winter, I think it was last winter or something there, and then I was driving forward and it goes forward in the snow, but then again I'm gonna reverse and then it just starts spinning on one wheel because it's no locking, snow diff lock on it either, so then it's just not just bad. But as with this transmission too, put it in reverse, and then not always it's gonna be in reverse. That could also be something, some people have mentioned it could be some these gaskets or something down here, or there's some plastic, some pieces down there. So I haven't checked it yet, but I'm planning to do so. And that's maybe the first thing I'm gonna do, I think, if I'm gonna fix this car. I'm not sure even if I should fix it, or almost no point try to sell it, because here in Norway there's not a big market for these, and most people like the diesel, the 1.9 TDI. This gasoline is not that popular either, but it's still a Syncro, so it's like, for me, I think it's worth to keep it, because they are still really rare, quite rare here. I could mention like a short story as well, that when I used it as a daily driver, then it was I had a flat tire actually once, and stopped a little bit further away, changed to a spare wheel. And then I changed the spare wheel, this narrow spare wheel, max is 80 kilometers per hour I think. And of course it was not so much air in it either, but there was a gas station a few hundred meters further away. So I was planning, okay, I just drive there, fill air, hope that I don't ruin the tire then. And of course, right before I drive into the gas station, then I managed to hit some hole and then of course it's flat, so I had to drive into the gas station and just sit there and check. I was like, oh, what should I do now? Okay, I have to see if I can manage to take the bus or something then, so I can at least get to work, because I was running late for work. And then I just looked in the rear view mirror up there, and then I actually saw, I thought I had, what am I dreaming or something? I actually saw the same B4 Passat as I have, basically just different color. And I had to turn off the engine before it's actually getting too hot here. Then it's funny actually, because then I was like, had to check, like, turn behind me. It's like, is it real? Is it real? Because I haven't seen, I think I have seen only one driving around, but this was the second one, and yeah, it was funny. So actually I went to ask him, it's like, I'm sorry to bother you, but do you think I can borrow your spare wheel, because my car is there and I just had a flat, and my spare wheel was flat as well, and it was kind enough to actually, well, is it lend it or borrow it to me actually, so I could use it. So then I actually got home, changed to my other car, and drove to work. And then after that, of course, I managed to check his spare wheel that I borrowed, and I of course got his number and address. I went to his place and put it back, and I was really thankful. So thank you for that, stranger that I actually talked with. So he's kind of not a stranger, but anyway, thank you. That actually, it was really helpful. And lucky also, actually, it was the 4-bolt, because this is also the 4-bolt, and some other versions have the 5-bolt again. But it was quite fun actually. It was like talking a little bit too about this Passat, because almost nobody had it anymore. It was quite popular before, but yeah, now it's less and less. They are rusting away. People don't want to take care of them. But yeah, I'm happy I have mine. It's just all these issues, and I don't know what I should do. But okay, that was it. I probably forgot something, but I'm not gonna get rid of it yet. So maybe I'm gonna put on this styling stuff. Maybe I start to fix it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna update you about it later. And then thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.